Mathology.ca is a teacher-facing tool that supports math instruction from K to 3. Today, I'm going to give you a short walkthrough of some of the features that will support you with learning at home. Let's start by searching. I'm going to search using a keyword. Once I search for the keyword, I can narrow it down by my grade, grade 1, and by the type. I'm going to start using a little book. Then you can scroll down and decide which book works best for the students in your class by reading this short description. I'm going to go with That's 10 today. In the About tab, you quickly see what the story is about, the math focus, and any curriculum that's being supported with using this story. In the Details tab, here's where you have access to the story itself. If I click on the link, I have access to a read and listen option and to try the activity. Here in the read and listen option, you have the option to listen to the story as well.
Kathleen Corrigan, illustrated by Tina Holdcroft. That's 10. 3 baskets of raspberries and 7 baskets of blueberries. That's 10 baskets for you, Mr. Lynn.
This can support some of the students at home that may need to be able to listen to the story. You also have the activity that corresponds to this story. Here you have the listen function as well. If we go back to the story itself, you may want to introduce the book ahead of time, and here are some questions that might support you. As well, when you share the story, you can look for some predictions that students make along the way, where we see Scott filling up the baskets here in the picture. In the Related Resources tab, there are some additional line masters. Here, you have a line master that connects home and school. You can click on the PDF or the Word version to be able to take a look and see if this works for you. You've got a letter for family with 3 additional activities that they can do at home. As well, there are other games, such as the berry game card, that provides you with little berries that they can do making 10, or some practice pages where you've got short little practice problems that the students can work on as they work from home. If I go back to the home page, we can check out one of the activities. I'm going to use the keyword search again, and this time I'm going to use decomposing. Here, I'm going to narrow it down by my grade one more time, further narrow it down by the activity, and even further by the strand. Now I'm going to show decomposing 10. If I select this activity, I see some of the very same features. Here, about the lesson, the curriculum expectations that are connected as well. In the Details tab, you have the line masters, the same as you did for the little books, up here at the top in both PDF and Word, as well as instructions for the lesson itself. You might want to take a look at what to do and reword it for the students learning at home. If you're working synchronously, you might want to check out the what to look fors and the probing questions, as you can ask those along the way. Here, you have some 10 in the pools that parents can either print, that you can share with them, or they can recreate at home simply by drawing 3 pools on a piece of paper. In addition, if you're teaching synchronously, you have access to the interactive tools. Here, you can use the counters to model some of the possible ways to put 10 counters into 2 different pools or even 3 different pools. If I go back to the page, scroll back up to the top, and go to Related Resources, here I'll see some additional mini lessons that support on-grade, intervention, and extension, depending on the needs of my students. For those students working on grade, I can click on it and have some additional practice that they can work on while thinking about this at home. In addition, we've got extension opportunities and intervention opportunities, both with accompanying line masters that can be shared at home. The final thing that I want to show you is the next steps at home. That includes the letter that corresponds to the activity, where families can work together to continue some of this learning while they continue to learn at home. Thanks so much for joining me. As you can see, this teacher tool supports learning at home and will be lots of fun for your students and their families. Thanks so much for joining, and go have some fun with math.